A pleasant good morning. Mike Violet here. It's time for Mike's Morning Musings for this St. Patty's Day. It is St. Patrick's Day, Tuesday, March 17th, 2026. Tonight, World Baseball Classic supremacy will be decided as the United States takes on, I don't know if I've got stakes on my mind or anything like that, but the United States takes on Venezuela tonight. 8 o'clock, it'll be on Fox. And Nolan McLean is going to pitch tonight for the United States. Who? Yes, Mets right-hander Nolan McLean is going to get the start tonight. He's 24. He allowed 3 earned runs in 3 innings versus Italy in pool play. Last year, in his rookie season, he pitched 48 innings, had a great ERA, 2.06 down the stretch. He's going to start. Old friend Eduardo Rodriguez is going to start for Venezuela tonight. Rodriguez, as we know, is mercurial. He can be really good. He can be really bad. So the fact that Nolan McLean is starting this game is absurd. It should be Tarek Skubal. Now, Skubal said he'd give the United States one start, and that would be it. He gave that start last week, and then he left camp, went back to the Tigers, but now has driven back from Lakeland down to Miami to be with his boys, but he is not going to pitch tonight. How can you go back and look those guys in the face and not pitch tonight? Speaking of not pitching tonight, but wait, there's more. The bullpen for the United States, which is really, really good. They've got some terrific, terrific talent in that bullpen. Mason Miller and David Bednar, both of them may be unavailable tonight. Why? Because they've pitched too much. That's why. So they may not be available for this ball game tonight. Mason Miller closed out the semifinal victory on Sunday through 22 pitches. And he's pitched, 3 times in 5 days. He may not be available tonight. And also David Bednar, the Yankees closer, may not be available tonight. Why are they even on the team if they're not available? This is how ridiculous the World Baseball Classic being played during spring training is. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Play it either at midseason or play it at the end of the season. But can you imagine? Here I go. Nolan Ryan or Sandy Koufax or Bob Gibson saying, Skip, I'd like to pitch tonight, but the analytics geeks have said that I threw 22 pitches last time out, so I can't go tonight. I'm sorry. Good luck, USA. This might come down to Garrett Whitlock, who did pitch the other day, and we've heard nothing about him not wanting to pitch tonight or not feeling like he can pitch tonight or not being told by the baseball nerds that he can't pitch tonight. So we'll see what happens. 8 o'clock tonight. Big Fox, Eddie Rodriguez against the immortal Nolan McLean. Let's hope he is immortal in this ball game tonight. All right, on to other things after telling you to get off my lawn or I'm going to spray you. University of Southern Maine senior guard Jayce Christopher of Skowhegan named the D3Hoops.com Region 2 Player of the Year. And she should have been. Jayce Christopher was so misused at Maine, and for reasons unknown to me, it didn't work out with Amy Vachon and the coaching staff at Maine because she could never get any playing time, and when she did, if she missed a shot, they yanked her out of the ball game. I thought that Jayce Christopher was as much of a sure thing to be successful at Maine as any player that's ever gone there, just like I feel that Maddie Provost will go to Holy Cross and be beyond a contributor there. She will be, I think, a star there. Christopher didn't work out at all in Orono, but it did work out for her in Portland, and I couldn't be happier because she is a really, really nice young woman who deserves to have some success, a great hard worker, and one of the best athletes I have ever seen. She was a Miss Maine softball and Miss Maine basketball her senior year. It doesn't happen very often. In fact, I think she is the only one, maybe one other, I forget. I would love it if she played softball at USM, but I don't think that's going to happen because they're already playing. But Jayce Christopher, congratulations to her for being the D3Hoops.com Player of the Year in D2. She certainly is very deserving of that. So let's move on to a couple of other things. Boston Bruins. If I see Joonas Korpisalo in goal again, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go crazy. He should be in the American Hockey League. He is a terrible goaltender, and the Boston Bruins, unless Jeremy Swayman stands on his head in the playoffs, particularly in road games, this team may make the playoffs. They may very well do so. I saw on ESPN last night they got a 72% chance of making the playoffs. If they make the playoffs, unless he stands on his head, they're going to go out in the first round. It'll obviously be as a wild card. They're going to be playing games on the road, and they just can't win on the road. 2-0 lead last night. Couldn't stand the prosperity and gave it away. Eventually ended up getting tied in regulation. Then they lost the game in the shootout 4-3. Tonight they go to Montreal. That could get ugly. The Canadiens obviously are a much better hockey club infused with a tremendous amount of talent, and the crowd's going to be ready to go nuts there tonight in Montreal. Last night Jaylen Brown went nuts. He got 41 points for the Celtics as they had a little harder time with the Phoenix Suns than I thought they would, but they won 120-112. So the Celtics look to be really, really in good shape. Then there's the Dallas Mavericks and Cooper Flagg. Flagg played terrific last night, but the Mavericks still lost to the Pelicans, and they got blown out by New Orleans, a team that has won 23 games this year, 129-111. The Flagg line, 30 minutes, 10 of 21 from the floor, 21 points, but he fills the stat sheet. 7 rebounds, 8 assists. That is Cooper Flagg's game right there. But he doesn't have any help. No help whatsoever. The Mavs probably have a shot at a top 5 pick in the NBA's lottery to get some help for Cooper Flagg, who may or may not win the NBA's Rookie of the Year award. But you know what? He goes every time out and puts 20 and nearly 10 on the board every single night. And you can't ask much more than that. Happy St. Patty's Day to you.